back. Welcome to another Victoria Events with Caleb Shaw. Pumped up. It is Monday, March 15th. Man, the world moves fast and we're trying to move faster. So without further ado, let's get going. I got my buddy here from Theater Victoria. Boss lady, introduce yourself, please, ma'am.
Hi guys, my name is Loria Rose. I am the marketing director for Theater Victoria, and I'm here to talk about our upcoming musical.
Yeah, because you're a little bit more than the marketing director for this one. Like you were the talent, are you not? Are you the star of this show? One of the stars of this show?
I'm the supporting actress in this show. My good friend Hannah Young is the lead of this musical, and she does a fantastic job. So my hands, I'm kind of juggling a lot, but it's good. It's good. The show's gonna be awesome. So.
Well, Theater Victoria, we're very excited. That's a organization we always want to support. I love going up on the stage myself, and so happy that they're back. They're open. They're ready to go.
Yeah.
And we want to get this show out there. We want to pack the house. We want you out there yelling for them, supporting them, singing along. But tell me all about Honky Tonk Laundry. Wait, that was so much accent. I barely got to that. Honky Tonk Laundry. There we go. Talk to me.
Honky Tonk Laundry. And it's funny that you say that because now that we've been in this show for a while, Hannah and I have super thick accents unintentionally, but the show is great. It is a country western musical, but all the songs are famous, familiar country music songs. So there's no originals by the director or by the writer, but all the songs you know and you love. There's Dolly, there's Reba, there's Carrie Underwood, there's the Chicks, there's a ton of famous people. I do a Patsy Cline number. It's fun. Yeah. We have a lot of classic tunes that I think people are gonna just eat up.
And are we encouraged? That's what I was gonna say. Are we encouraged to sing along?
I would love it. I just think even when I'm backstage watching Hannah, I'm back there singing along. I'm probably not supposed to, but I'm enjoying it so much that I just, the music is fantastic. It's a great time.
When you open that up though, if you hear me out there, you're not just gonna stop and be like, okay, Caleb, that's enough. We didn't mean you sing that much, because I get a little excited and stuff. But no, so this is a big deal. This is the first show where we're opening up the doors and we're telling people, let's pack the house.
Yeah, this is our first musical of 2021, and we really did not get to do one in our summer of 2020 with everything going on, and so now we're just ready to just pack the house and get it open again. We did do a small play not too long ago in November, but we are just excited to roll with the musical. Musicals are my favorite, not trying to play, favorites, but really I think that's what we do best. We have such a great time. Our director is amazing. We have awesome music director as well, and our choreographer. We've just had an awesome time. And the show's just fun. You want to come to a musical, have a good time, just, take your stress out of your life.
I agree.
It's the place to be.
Let's talk a little bit about Theater Victoria. So the show is, you're over the next 2 weekends, right? Or
yes.
what are our dates on the show?
Yes, March 19th through the 21st.
Okay.
And then the following weekend, the 25th through the 28th.
Gotcha.
Yep.
So for people, when they come down there, how does Theater Victoria work? They show up, they get there, do they sell wine and stuff? Or how does that?
Yeah, we have concessions. Memory. Yeah, the Wellder Center has concessions, so you can come get a drink, have a good time, have a couple, some candy, whatever.
Socially lubricate a little bit, sing those tunes out there.
Yeah, get out there, less nerves, but you can show up anytime at the door, an hour beforehand, get your tickets, or you can go online to get our live stream tickets, or call the box office to get your in-person tickets as well.
Now that is a cool thing that you guys are doing, the live stream, where this is a first from what I understand of being able to purchase a live stream of a Theater Victoria show, correct?
Right.
Good. And I do think that's neat. However, I want to stress this to you. As cool as that is, and I'm not knocking it, because I really do think that's neat. You're not going to beat the experience of sitting out there in the audience and watching these shows. The amount of time that they put into these, the rehearsals, the lighting, the tech stuff, all of that goes behind the scenes. You'll see it online, but I don't know if you'll feel it the same way when you're sitting out there.
Yeah, the energy is a little different.
And that's one of the greatest things about theater, and more specifically Theater Victoria, is that energy that they capture. And when you're sitting out there, and especially when music of Carrie Underwood, Trisha Yearwood, Martina McBride, Reba McEntire, Sarah Evans, it goes on, you're going to feel that through the audience, and you're going to have people singing with you and dancing with you and all that, and you're just not going to get that on a computer. I'm sorry. I don't. And again, I'm not knocking it. I think it's an amazing thing, but I really want to encourage you, go to the theater. One, they need you, but two, you're going to enjoy that the whole experience a whole lot more. Sorry, I get a little passionate and excited
No,
about
it's good.
Theater
Love it.
Victoria. I like that. So this show, give me this show in a nutshell. I know you kind of said it already. What's the synopsis of this thing?
So our lead is named Lana Mae.
Okay.
Classic country name.
Lana
Lana
Mae.
Mae. She owns a laundromat. She's struggling with some relationship with her husband, and he's out, doing stuff he probably shouldn't be doing. And so then she meets Katie Lane, who comes in and helps her with her laundromat, and then they decide that they're going to put on a honky tonk, Grand Ole Opry style concert for all their patrons. So it basically goes from they learn a lot about each other in the first act, and then they put on this amazing concert in the second act. So you really get kind of two shows in one. I don't know if that makes sense,
No,
but you
sense.
get like an awesome one act musical, and then in the second act you really get a cool, face-to-face concert, basically.
Awesome. You guys still putting in about 20 hours a week on rehearsal at least?
It's at least.
Yeah.
It's been a lot more lately. But I mean, Hannah and I are so passionate about what we do. It's been a blast. Working a two-person show is not easy, but we have, hustled to make it a good show. And I really think that it's going to be a great one. Lots of hours have gone into it, and we're just going to have a good time.
Yeah, and that's again, if you have an opportunity, go volunteer down there. Go help them out.
Yeah.
They always need ushers. They always need people to volunteer for tech, behind the scenes, crew, etc. The whole theater survives off of volunteers, and these are people that are busy anyway, and yet they give 20 plus hours a week. And if you really think about that, it's a ton to put on this show to give back, to give Victoria something special. And so we want to make sure we support it. You also have some news coming up for in April that you're really excited about.
Yes, we're so excited. It's finally here. In April 22nd through the 25th, Frozen Jr. is going to be at the Ethel Lee Tracy Park Amphitheater outside. Please come support your young local artists. They are fantastic. We cannot wait.
That's a fun time. We'll definitely have you back on that closer to that event to talk about that. Guys, one more time, give me the events, the dates and the time, or the dates one more time of the shows, please.
Honky Tonk Laundry, March 19th through the 21st and the 25th through the 28th. Be there. Sunday matinees are at 2, the evening shows are at 7:30.
If you absolutely can't make it, they do have the online ticket purchase, or the online streaming show, which is the first. Really cool. Theater Victoria is doing it. But again, you're not going to capture the whole thing unless you're able to go. And if you are, go. One, there's something about performing to a packed house that just, when you get out there and you see the stage, or when you're peeking through the curtain before you start it and you see a full house, it fires me up. It gets me excited.
Definitely.
And you feel that support and that love and all of that. And so, again, guys, all the measures will be taken, but go out, support them. They need you out there. They want you out there. Honky Tonk Laundry, thank you so much for coming on the show. We're pumped. We'll be out there to support them. And we will be right back after a quick word from our sponsor.
I've been closing real estate transactions in Victoria since 2007. I couldn't do it without my staff. They're also friendly, they're accommodating, they're helpful. When someone calls, we get an answer to them within an hour.
I think what's the most rewarding is seeing people when they get here and they're excited and they take pictures after their closing, and I think that's really rewarding.
If you're looking to refinance, build a new home, buy or sell a home, call Kelly Garrett Kachera, and we'll take care of getting your title ordered and your deal closed.
All right, guys, we are back. This is a cool event. This is a cool event that I've been lucky enough to do. It's had some changes that I'm really excited for, but I'm getting way ahead of myself. So I'm going to let my next guest, you probably already know her, you've probably already seen her in the community, but just in case you haven't, introduce yourself, young lady.
Hi, I'm Shannon Longoria, and I'm representing the Kiwanis Club of Victoria today.
Kiwanis. So for those that are ignorant, for those that don't know what Kiwanis Club is, before we get going on this great event, tell us a little bit about the organization.
The Kiwanis Club of Victoria basically serves organizations in Victoria that primarily reach out to children and youth. And so what we do is find those organizations, work with them to try to help them in any kind of funding capacity that they need to help with their special programs and to help them get on their feet, maybe for special events like getting back into school or helping with Christmas items or helping with maybe school shopping and stuff like that. We've also helped with Pain to Purpose, which is a new organization that is helping kids that go into foster care to actually have garment bags to actually take with them, and so they can take their supplies. They don't have to take it in a garbage can or a garbage bag. And so those types of niche organizations we're looking for, and we have a grant that we have on site on our website at Kiwanis Club of Victoria.org, and that's a youth development grant. And so we look for opportunities to sponsor organizations in the community that are helping children.
That's awesome. And you guys are made up of members of the community. This is
Yes.
volunteer. This is a volunteer organization, correct?
Yes, we have business owners, we have nonprofits that belong with us, we have retirees. We've got folks that have been part of the organization since very early on, 30 years, 35 years. The organization's been around since 1946, so it's been going strong. I think it's just a quiet organization that just tries to really help people just on the down low.
Yes, ma'am.
Is that the right word?
That works for me. It sounded good enough.
It's a little old school, but just to really just help out in the community. So this is kind of a new way of kind of branching out and getting a little bit more visibility, but really not for us. We're giving visibility to the organizations that we're working with.
Awesome. And before we head into the event, are you guys still wanting new members, new supporters, things like that?
All the time. We welcome anybody to join us. We meet every Monday at noon at Sky Restaurant.
Wonderful.
So anybody can come and check it out. We have special guests every Monday from members in the community.
So we don't have to be a member if we want to just sneak in and see what you're about,
Right.
watch one of your, you
No,
won't
you
throw
don't.
us out of the building or anything
Right,
like that,
no.
huh?
You will not be thrown out.
Good deal. Well, let's talk about Riverside Ride 21. This is I did the Riverside Ride a couple years back. It was a ton of fun, and it's a lot easier on the joints and going out and running a marathon or something like that. You get the right bike, and it's a whole different experience. But tell me about this great thing that we're really lucky to have an event like this in Victoria. These things are, generally kind of reserved for the big cities and stuff like that, and we don't get a ton. And so it's important that we go and support this. And so tell me about the Riverside Ride.
Well, the Riverside Ride came about about 13 years ago. They started doing this with the Kiwanis Club just as our annual fundraiser, and just to get out, get some exercise and stuff. And so we started partnering with MS 150 to become a recommended ride. So that's where the 30, 40, 50, 60 mile routes come in. But one thing we wanted to change this year is to make it a little bit more family friendly. And so we have an option where there's a 6 mile ride so that kids can go with their parents down through Riverside and enjoy a nice little stroll, not a stroll, but like a little ride through the park, and without the stress of some kind of competition or anything. We want to just have an opportunity for everybody to get involved, get some exercise, get some fresh air. I know we've all kind of been challenged with COVID, having to stay inside, and this is an opportunity for everybody to get out, enjoy some fresh air with their family, and really get some good exercise for a cause.
So the ones I did do the MS 150 and stuff like that. So for the competitors, we still have those distances are there. You can still get in your work. Mm-hmm. You're not going to get stuck behind me, the new dad, with dragging Truman behind me in my little thing on the 6 mile. Those are
which we welcome. Things. I think that's going to be so cute. I can't wait to see it. But,
good.
But yeah, we have those longer distance rides, and they will be timed. So that's another new feature that we're adding this year. And thankfully, we had some great sponsors, and they're all listed on our website at riversideride.com. But they're all helping us to really make this event really successful and something that's really worthwhile to be a part of.
No, that's just spectacular. How do I go about registering if I want to be a part of this? I'm looking really hard. Last time I think we did the 40 mile one. I'm not sure which one. But this time I want to pull Truman. I got this fancy little bike cart thing. My bike's kind of flat. I got to get that fixed first. But got this fancy little thing I want to pull Truman on. How do I go about registering to do this?
It's super easy. Riversideride.com takes you to our website. We just actually started our whole new Kiwanis Club website. Okay. And so we kind of integrated the Riverside Ride into that website. So it's super easy, riversideride.com. And you can go there, see all about the rides, all about the routes, look at the maps. And then we have registration, like click anywhere on there and you can go to the registration page. Or if you see one of these flyers, we have a nice, cool little QR code.
I saw that. That's awesome.
We're also on Facebook.
There you go.
And we have our Facebook event where you can just click there too.
Is the Facebook event, is it under the Kiwanis page, or do I just put it in Riverside Ride and it'll pop up? Probably both.
Yes, you can do both.
Good deal. What am I forgetting? Anything I'm not telling them that we need to?
Well, what's really cool about this one, we haven't really gone into the Kidz Fest. So we love that people are going to get out and do the ride. But what's new this year is the Kidz Fest.
Okay.
So what we did is we wanted to provide an opportunity for all the area organizations that we could think of that would safely fit in the downtown De Leon Plaza with, distancing and all that, social distancing. We wanted to give them an opportunity to start highlighting some of the things that they do every day. So the YMCA is going to be there. They're going to do a judo class. They're going to do
Fun.
2 kids Zumba classes from the stage, and they're going to have a soccer shoot on as their booth. The Children's Museum is going to come out. They're going to do some fun activities.
Just had them on a show. Yes.
Yeah, and Region 3 is going to be there with some preschool things. So that's going to be helpful because there's going to be an age range. We expect lots of the age range being from, anywhere from 0 to, 16, 17, 18 years old. And so we have some activities for everybody. St. Joe's going to be out there, and they're going to do a baseball. I don't know if they're doing hitting or I don't know what exactly they're doing, but some kind of sporting thing.
Hey, they're going to make it look good. They're going to make it look good.
What we're doing is just trying to get people active when they're out there. So you'll have a lot of opportunities to do that. The last thing I want to say, though, is that the Victoria Police Department is partnering with us to do a bike rodeo, which normally they do that in school, but and do this whole safety thing. But they agreed to do that with us this time, which is really awesome. They're going to get out all of their cones and have little routes and courses for kids. So after the bike ride, kids can come out, or even if they didn't participate in the Riverside Ride part of it, they can go bring their bikes downtown and ride through these little courses, learn safety rules and things that can help them, so that as they kind of gradually get used to being on a bike or being on the street, they can actually start participating in the Riverside Ride next year or the year after or whatever, depending on how old they are. But we'll have different age groups and routes that will work for each of those kids. I've never actually been a part of a bike rodeo, so I'm really anxious to see what they're going to do. But from what they are talking about, it's going to be super fun for the kids. And then we have, I think it's we are getting a donation for a couple of bikes too. So we're going to do a bike giveaway for the kids that go through the bike rodeo.
That's awesome. So you may have already said it, but can they register day of event if they just show up?
Yes.
But it's encouraged to register before. Makes it a little bit easier. You don't want to kind of try to fight that card.
Yeah.
You can, but do yourself a favor and register early. If you're not able to ride, they don't have a bike or anything like that, but they just want to come out, be a part of it, cheer people on, that's encouraged, and we want you out there as well for that also.
Yes, what's great is I'm going to go pick up some signs in a few minutes. For NHS made some fun signs. If you want to come out and hold some signs to encourage our riders, that's always great too, because I know people need encouragement when they're doing exercise.
Absolutely.
Keep on going.
And I'll tell you, that helps when you're coming in and you're tired, you're smoked, you've done this whole thing. People start cheering for you. It makes you, you jump up on your bike a little harder, you pedal a little faster to look a little cooler, and but it gives that energy you need to cross that finish line. And so, Miss Shannon, I'm excited. This thing looks awesome. This Saturday, get out there. Hopefully, like I said, you're going to see me pulling Truman back there if he's not pulling me. But we're excited. Thank you for doing this. Thank you for what Kiwanis does in the community. We appreciate you guys. We want you to know we have your back. We support you.
Thank
guys,
you.
volunteer for Kiwanis. Go out, get in this ride, get you a bike, get out there. If you can't run, you got bad hips, bad knees, whatever, get out there. It's a ton of fun. But if not, go hold a sign, support them, cheer for them. We need
I
you
forgot
in the
to say we're going to have
community.
food trucks out there too.
We should have led with that.
Yeah.
We're going to have food too. So yes, I mean, it's a win-win for everybody. So guys, support them. Thank you so much for coming in. We'll take a quick word from our sponsor and we'll be back with our final guest.
Since 1932, Wallach & Volk has been closing mortgages and doing it the right way. The reason why the Volks opened up a bank at the height of the Great Depression was because the bank needed to be opened at the height of the Great Depression. And it was good for the community at that time. A lot of the banks were going under. In order to keep that community sound and stable, it was something that they did. I think that says something about who Wallach & Volk was 85 years ago. And the only way you get to continue to do it is if you consistently do it great. And we plan on doing this for another 85 years.
Gang, we are back. My next guest needs no introduction, but we'll give her one anyway. Miss Andrea Dry. She got
Don't forget the new last name.
I know I'm terrible at
Goodness.
Here, do it all over again. Miss Andrea Dry Koenning. There we go. Yeah,
That's okay.
This is why I let them introduce themselves, so I don't go butcher that. But
okay.
on that note, let's see here. We
Yes.
got a full schedule, so let's just jump right into it. You got
All right.
3 different events you're going to talk today. Talk about. Let's lead off with Market Days.
Let's
talk
lead
to me.
off with Highway 7 Trade Days Market, which is always the 3rd Saturday of the month, out at Sun Valley Ranch from 9 to 3. We've been doing this since 2017 when Harvey hit and cut us off a little bit. Let's see, COVID cut us off a little bit, and then a polar plunge cut us off.
So we're ready.
We just decided in February for the safety of our vendors and customers. It was so, we were literally in an emotional plunge after that, and without electricity and some with broken pipes and stuff. And with the weather, we still didn't, for safety reasons, we just said we need to cancel.
Want it to be a blessing and not a curse.
Yes, and we were doing that. And the ranch, we were having opened up for people to come get water that needed water, and so we were just kind of, we needed to help our community instead of having market days, and it was just too, we said no, we need to help our community, let's do this.
Well,
so
I
we are
appreciate
back
it.
on for this Saturday, March 20th, 9 to 3. We'll be inside and outside the hall. We've got live music going on with Johnny Knight. We've got the food trailer will be there. Oh my gosh, it's gonna be so good. We've got
You had me at food trailer.
We've got let's see, we've got smothered hamburger steaks with German potatoes and corn, or we have a healthy grilled chicken breast with kale salad.
I mean, that sounds good. But I liked where you were going at first. Like, I haven't started the diet yet.
I know. So with the food trailer's gonna, oh gosh, it's gonna be so good. And our vendors, inside and outside the hall, we have got cottage food. We've got Andy's Place. We've got kettle corn, all different flavors. So those people
Show up
love it.
hungry, in other
So
words.
those people that like kettle corn, they've got all flavors. We love those guys coming up. We've got we've got local boutiques that bring their trailers and open up their trailers. So we've got Queen's Closet. We've got sunflowers and cacti outside. And inside you will find everything from homemade crafts to direct sales to cottage food inside also. So Linda's always there with her crosses, and she makes it smell good. When you walk in the hall, you're like, what do I smell? And it's like, oh, and it's the oils are just great. So
It's
you
Linda's
need some
oils,
stuff.
not Linda.
Yes.
Yes,
No, well,
okay.
she smells great too. I'm just saying.
Yes.
So we've got, so we've got a lot of variety. We've got Vans, wood turn pins are there. We've got paparazzi. We've got real time pain relief. We got Travis and Nancy with their crafts. They are handcrafters. You know what? If you're looking, grandparents, if you're looking for something for your grandchild, small grandchild, rocking horse, Travis makes these beautiful rocking horses. Oh gosh, the talent that man has. We have local businesses. Blue Bonnet Chiropractic comes out. You can get a free spinal screening from them.
Nice.
We have the Victoria African Violet Society. They will be out, and so if you want to learn about little African violets and how to keep them alive, and they are going to be there. They will show you how if you have them and you need them replanted, potted for you, bring them and they'll do that also.
Oh, wow.
There's
Okay.
a little small charge, but they do that. They come with us. They have this about twice a year, and so. But if you are a plant person, come on out. We've got.
Live music out there.
We've got live music. We've got the food. And we've got vendors, and so come out and support your local.
And this is free.
This is free.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the free parking, Sun Valley Ranch, free parking, free entry, does not cost you to get in. Most of the vendors are take debit, credit, cash is always preferred. So
Makes it a
but
little easier.
It does, and so we would love to see everybody this Saturday, March 20th, 9 to 3, out at Sun Valley Ranch.
Outstanding. So because we got a lot, get out there, support it.
Yes.
But we're going to move on because we got a
And-
lot to talk
yes.
about. So next, I think this is a really, especially off of that polar plunge you
Yes.
speak of, I think this event that we're going to speak to very quickly, this disaster ready course, I think this is an amazing thing that our buddy, your brother, my buddy, Glenn is helping to put on out there,
Yes.
also at Sun Valley Ranch. Also Saturday, March 20th, same time.
9
Go
to
ahead.
12, yes. So March 20th from 9 to 12 out at Sun Valley Ranch. Probably be on the stage end of the hall inside Legacy Hall. Come on in. It is a learn, listen, share day about building awareness for families and communities so that they're prepared when disaster hits. There will be Harvey, Texas freeze, all those other things. So we've got the Office of Emergency Management for Victoria. Whoever might show up, we'll talk about their arenas and how they help to prepare and what happens afterwards. World Renew, disaster groups that are been helping with the Victoria Long-Term Recovery Group. So these people are going to be there and introduce who they are, why they're here, what they do, how they help after a disaster, and readiness and preparing for disaster. How do we prepare for disaster? What items do we need to go ahead and prepare for disaster? We'll have, flyers or lists there with everything from, generators, light bulbs, flashlights, batteries, your list of what you need, and get prepared, because unfortunately, hurricane season is right around the corner.
Well, and I think this polar plunge was another brilliant example that showed a lot of people how unready they were.
Absolutely.
And our safety is ultimately, that's our responsibility for us and our families. And those groups, those organizations, those are great, but we need to do our part to make sure we're ready for that.
As individual families, what can we do to prepare our homes to be ready for this?
Absolutely. So I cannot stress the importance of this enough. I think this is a great idea.
Free, no tickets. Just come out to Sun Valley Ranch Saturday, March 20th from 9 to 12.
Disaster ready. This is outstanding. All right, and then moving right along, because you got a third one to talk about out there, because you're just lighting it up. Lighting it up. But this one, I understand people are pretty excited about this one. It's not until March 27th, but we want to get it out there a little bit early. We want to pack this house. Talk to me. I heard this guy, Chad Prather here. He's a little bit known, a little bit popular.
Chad Prather, he is doing his Am I Crazy tour. He has been here before, so for those, there you go, right there. If you want to hear him, folks, we need some entertainment. We need some laughter. We need some good stuff going. And so come on out. The tickets, doors will open at 6. I think the show starts at 7:30. There will be concessions. The Eats Food trailer will be out there in case you want to get something before.
You always throw out that food when you're talking to me.
I do.
That's the way to get
it's
through
the way
my heart.
to get to your heart. I'm telling you,
every
Caleb, it's
time.
great. So general admission tickets are $35. You can go online to watchchad.com, and then if you click on tour dates, click on March 27th for Victoria, it takes you to the outhousetickets.com. Once you get to Outhouse Tickets, in the top right where it says search, you do have to put in Chad Prather because it doesn't take you directly to those tickets. So put in there. You can be able to get general tickets that are $35. For those that are wanting VIP tickets, limited that are left, and you can call 572-9604. I think that's right.
If it's not, we'll figure it out.
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out. If that's the wrong number, I apologize. But you can go to watchchad.com and get all the information. And folks, you're not going to want to miss this. If you didn't get to see him when he was before, this is a great night out to get some relief and laugh and just have a good time.
And I hear that there's a really, 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 really good chance these are going to sell out. So you better get your tickets.
Yes, because they are, yes. Let's just say that. Get your tickets now.
And I hear he's running for governor also.
Hey, you know what? You can Google that. You can look it up on Facebook. You can find his page, and you can find out more about that.
That's awesome.
So
A man
so
that
excited.
wears a lot of hats and a straight jacket.
Yes.
And so, yes, the Am I Crazy tour, March 27th. Chad Prather, doors open at 6, takes the stage around 7:30ish, something like that.
Disaster Ready, March 20th,
and Highway 87.
Highway 87 Trade Days Market. Yes.
Man,
we got a lot
Sun
going
Valley
on.
doing it big. But they always had. That's just a Sun Valley thing. We go big or we go home.
We got a lot of things going on all at the same time.
That's all right.
It's all good.
I have no doubt you'll pull it all off. You guys do a phenomenal job.
We appreciate you, Caleb.
Guys, thank you for another great week. Victoria, you're awesome. You do a great job. Thank you to all of our guests. Thank you to our sponsors. Make sure you like, subscribe, ring the little bell, do all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Comment down below. Share this. It helps with the algorithm. It helps get the word out. And if you have an organization or an event coming up, make sure you get with us so we can get it out there for you and help you out. Thanks for listening to us talk. We'll see you at the next one.